Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Moxie DIY in Java. I'm Michelle. Today's video is going to be part of the Hello Winter playlist, and I will get into that in just a few minutes. In the meantime, grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and join me. I found this fantastic mug at Hobby Lobby clearance for like 75% off. I think I paid $4 for it. And I don't really need the sentiment on it, so we're going to paint only over that area with white paint. And I'm going to do very thin, light paint, and I'm going to repeat that 3 times. Now that it's completely covered, I'm going to cover that with this decal. I got these at the Dollar Tree last year, and I'm going to use Hard Coat Mod Podge. And the reason I'm doing that is because it is water resistant, so that way I can clean this mug and not be fearful that the decals are going to come off. Now I'm not putting the Mod Podge anywhere where my lips are going to go. I'm only putting it under the decals and just slightly past their borders. Now this particular Mod Podge takes 4 weeks to cure, and I'm pretty sure that the dishwasher safe version takes 2 weeks. So depending on when you want this ready by will depend on which Mod Podge you use. Once I have these where I like them, I'm going to let it completely dry and then go over the decals with the Mod Podge. Once again, just going slightly over where their borders are, so that way they won't come off too easy when I wash it. As I mentioned in the intro, this is part of the Hello Winter Challenge, and it is hosted by Tammy of the Rusted Willow and Ellie from DIY from House to Home. These two ladies are some dear friends and very, very creative ladies, and I hope that you will go check out their channels, which will be listed in my description box, and also the playlist, which will be there as well. It's going to be full of inspiration for Christmas, and I hope that you will enjoy what you see. To start, we're going to use one of the bamboo cutting boards from the Dollar Tree, and I chose this thermos because it is metal and the circular diameter that I needed, as well as this metal ruler. I'm going to be using a wood burning tool to make the lines. I got this one for $15 at Michael's and really love it. Now, I got the idea for this from seeing the larger charcuterie boards on Pinterest, and I was thinking of how can I give a charcuterie board as a Christmas gift. And this idea popped into my head, and I did some more research, and apparently personal charcuterie boards are actually a thing. So I'm just making the layout for the charcuterie board, and so basically I'm trying to include all the different elements, only in a smaller version, which you will see in a little bit how I put it together. Now, I'm not trying to indent the wood at all, I'm just trying to burn it so that way you can see the lines clearly. So I am basing the placement of the lines off of some blog posts that I found during my research, and I will be sure to link those in my description box so you can see how I got the idea for where to place the different things and which things to put on here, etc. So that was a big help because there are many different ways that you can set up a charcuterie board. So that helped me a lot. So here we have one area for spread, one for nuts. That's for carbs. Then we've got cheese, fruit, chocolate, cheese, and then meat. This is the savory side. Now we're going to flip it and we're going to make the sweet side. Okay, so here's our sweet side. 2 areas for dips like chocolate or caramel. fruit, chocolate, cookies, chocolate, nuts, and jelly beans or licorice. Now I'm going to use a scorch marker in order to get the words on here. You can always use a stencil. I chose to just use my handwriting, and this is also with my heat gun. And as you'll see, the magic starts to happen right around here. Scorch marker is so cool. I got it for Christmas last year and I have loved using it. I personally prefer to use my stovetop when I'm using my heat gun, just because it is a heat-proof area and I know that the heat gun's not going to hurt anything. And here they are. They are double-sided. I ended up making 4. Now, if I were giving this as a gift, I would include 2 of these small glass dishes. You can find a set of 4 at the Dollar Tree. And these are the items that I'm going to use on the board. I ended up making this board for my lunch one day, and it was very filling. I found this smoked meat at Costco, and it had 4 different types, and I'm going to show you a fun way to put these on the board. So all you're doing is you're just tucking them in and around a champagne glass for this sized board. If you had a larger board, you could use a different type of glass. And I'm just using all 4 of the meats, and then when you turn it out, it winds up looking like a little rose. Isn't that cute? Now for the sweet side. Again, you can use any spread that you want. I just happen to have peanut butter and chocolate on hand, so that's what I'm using. But anything that you would like to dip your fruit or chocolate or cookies or anything in. I actually ended up making this board for the 4 people in my family, and we really enjoyed it. It was really fun. We were eating it while we were watching a movie. In addition to the 2 glass dishes, I would also recommend giving 2 of these little dessert glasses, I think is what the Dollar Tree calls them, for the nuts and the jelly beans. I think it looks really nice with it. Okay, to start this DIY, we're going to cut out the center and make a vertical cut as well. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to line up the edges of the doily so that way it matches as close as I can get it, just so that way I know that I am cutting around the true center of the circle versus cutting into some of the design. And for one tree, you will need 1 pack of 2 doilies. And really all the rest of this tree is going to be is just layering various strips of the lace onto the tree. And I think I ended up making 5 or 6 layers out of the doilies. And these are just some of the wooden stems from the Dollar Tree. I picked 2 different sizes to make the trees varying heights. Now, as I'm putting on the layers, I'm trying to be aware of where the other layer was glued on, so that way all of the seams are on the same area of the tree, and then that ends up becoming the back of our tree. If you are liking what you're seeing in this video today, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for 2 of you, so be sure to keep your eyes open for that, and if you hit that subscribe button, you will know when I post that. Now for the very top of the tree. I cut out the circle of this one, and you're going to see me glue this particular part down. I will be taking it off in just a little bit. You'll see I want to make a cleaner edge for the very, very top because I do end up gluing some of the lace down onto that flat top part. But the raw edge was annoying me, so, so I went back through and I took this particular piece that I'm working on now off and then re-glued it. The lace is done and we can leave it just like this, but I felt like it needed a topper. So I took one of these wooden stickers and glued a toothpick to it along with another sticker of the snowflake. And we're just gonna stick that right in. And because it's styrofoam, it'll hold. And we're done with our DIYs. I would love to know which one is your favorite. Please comment down below and let me know. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you have very happy holidays and a Merry Christmas, and until I see you in the next video, take care.